we're standing out in front of a Planned Parenthood here in Dallas, Texas, technically Richardson, about 15 miles north of Dallas. There's a gentleman here, as you can see, with a Confederate flag, American flag, and a guitar. Sir, just a quick question. What is not your full name, just what's your first name?
Dan.
Dan? Okay, sir, and what, if you don't mind me asking, here, let's get
No, you can take it. I got a website.
All right, let's see here. We've got end abortion, etc. Okay. What's your, if you don't mind me asking, sir, what is your purpose of being here out in front of Planned Parenthood?
I'm not Catholic. I'm Baptist.
Okay.
And this is not. This is a prayer vigil to end abortion.
Okay.
We realize that we cannot end abortion with bombs and bullets and guns and things like that. That it's counterproductive anyway. We want to lead those people to Christ, not kill them. The only way we can, and what we're asked to do is called the Great Commission, is stand forth and speak the truth of God's Word, and to end abortion.
Okay.
It's the Holocaust, the genocide. Land and Canaan was destroyed because the people sacrificed their children to the fires of Molech. God told the invading Israelis to kill the livestock. I want them wiped off the face of the earth. They were doing this. As bad as that is, it is not as bad as idolatry.
Well, let me ask you a question, if you don't mind me asking. So
I haven't quite finished that answer.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
I was in the hill country. I was in Galveston. I went everywhere looking. I'm an evangelist. I got called to this. There's a story behind that, how I got called to this. But I became a guy that went around and said the prayer of salvation with people. Played this guitar, and their hearts would be convicted, and I would say the prayer. And I went looking all over Luckenbach, Fredericksburg, San Antonio, Austin, Galveston, everywhere in the hill country, and all the way down to the coast looking for my place. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find any place that was right for me. And I was riding past here, and I looked out here and saw those people standing out here, and my heart said to me, turn in right there, pull around there, that's Planned Parenthood. They don't like you parking there in the parking lot anyway, and go tell those people that you want to help them.
Okay.
That's how it started. And now it's become 24/7, 365 for 2 years.
I see. Are you privy to how much work Planned Parenthood does for young women?
I know that Planned Parenthood is the biggest provider of abortion that we have. Now the deal is, here's my deal.
It's a very small percentage of what they do.
My deal.
And they are saving lives.
You see, which way am I looking? Am I looking towards them?
No, you're not.
Which way am I looking?
You're looking out to the highway here.
That's my focus, is out there.
Okay.
This just the way this. I was asked to sit here, I believe.
Okay.
Because it's a convenient place for me to do what I do, to evangelize.
So
this highway fills up with people. All right, and my deal is this. I don't just stand against the devil's half-truth lie called choice.
Right.
I stand against every lie from Satan, especially against the devil's lies about idolatry.
Okay.
And that I will not be told what I can and cannot say. My objective is evangelism, to lead people to Christ.
Now listen, you have a First Amendment right to be here. I support that. I don't agree with what you're doing, but I support you being here, and I appreciate you talking to me. I see you having a Confederate flag here. Do you think that's not? You think that's going
That's exactly consistent. If I got to get rid of this, how long do I got to burn this? See this right here?
Yeah. Well,
no, wait.
Sure.
How long till I can't say Merry Christmas? How long until you tell me that I can't even say God's name or Jesus or Christmas?
Well, no.
You know what that is? That's idolatry.
No one's ever going to tell you they can't say Merry Christmas, and no one's even going to say that you
They
can't.
tell me all the time you can't say that. There's a big battle for Christmas. That's a lie.
No, that's not a lie.
Don't tell me.
That's nonsense.
Don't tell
Hold
me
on.
They don't tell me I can't say God.
Okay, no one's.
Of course they do it. I used to be a school teacher. I know.
Right.
I know all about it.
You can say Merry Christmas in public schools.
I didn't say that. In Texas you can. In many other states you can't. There's a war on Christmas. That is a lie. You just told a lie.
No, that's not a lie. Anyway, sir.
That is a lie. It is an absolute lie.
Okay, it's not.
We have a law in Texas that says you can say Merry Christmas.
That's not true.
In the school. That is true.
Okay, hold on a minute.
That is true. You're lying.
We have a First Amendment right. There's not a law that says you can say Merry Christmas.
If you're going to start lying, I'm going to call you on it.
All right, let me ask you a question. So, but do you think that this flag does not help you and trying to convince people that what you're doing is pure, because you realize what
Absolutely. Listen.
you know, but do you know what this flag represents to millions of Americans, especially African Americans?
Ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. I know what you do. I know this.
I'm asking you a question.
It's rapid fire questions. You don't let me answer any of them.
I know.
No, you asked me a question. Does this help? I'll tell you it helps.
Okay, does it help? How does it help?
That says, why does the Supreme Court not let us have prayer in the schools?
Okay.
As these kids come home with AR-15s and bombs is going to kill people, their heart is black as them sunglasses.
So you think because there's school shootings because we don't have prayers in school?
That's right.
So,
because we've turned away from God.
So we're not, because
the problem with this country is that we've turned away from God.
So
that the Supreme Court says
there's a God.
They will tell us what we can and cannot say.
So you're saying
that we cannot even say God's name or Jesus or Christmas.
Okay. So you're saying there is a God that exists that is allowing school shootings.
You're an atheist, and
no, I'm not an atheist. That's not true. I'm asking you a question. You're saying that.
What are you?
Don't. It's not.
Well, you're not going to. You're not.
It's irrelevant to this right now. I'm asking you.
You call yourself. What are you? You believe in the spaghetti monster?
Let me ask you a question. Are you saying that the God that you believe in?
You don't believe in God.
Here's
the other thing.
Okay,
anything I say, you'll not understand.
Let me finish.
Because I'm a preacher.
Can I finish?
I'm imbued with the Holy Spirit.
Can I finish?
You cannot understand what I say.
Can I finish, sir? Please, let me finish. So you're saying that the God that you believe in is allowing school shootings to happen because we've taken prayer out of school. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that there's been 2 shootings in churches, mass shootings, just in the last 2 years? It was a black church, I believe. Forgive me, but in Georgia.
How about the one down here
in Texas? So how do you explain that mass shooting in San Antonio, or the black church that happened?
The guy was in it with the guys of Antifa. I've seen Antifa.
I understand.
They told me they're going to kill me.
But how did it happen in a place of worship if the reason that they're happening in school?
Because the devil wants to kill every single one.
But you just said that school shootings.
I'll give you the answer.
Okay, you just said school shootings are happening because prayer is taken out of the schools.
If you want the question, I'll give you the answer.
Okay, please.
The devil wants to kill everyone that stands in the way of his new world order. It's written what he wants.
Okay.
He wants a world where the devil will be worshipped and God will not be worshipped or mentioned or remembered. The devil wishes to remove everyone that's in his way. Absolutely wants to remove those Christians in that church, but he wants to remove me. He wants to remove you. He wants to remove white people. He wants to remove black people, Mexican people, all God's people, every cross, every flag. You don't want just this flag. That's not enough. You want this flag. You don't want just this. You want the Christmas flag.
No, I don't want.
You don't want.
Believe me, I don't. Believe me, I don't want that flag. Believe me.
I got news.
All right.
And you know what? Hey, who made you a God that tells me what I can say and what I can't say?
No.
And why does it make any difference what you want?
Okay, question.
I'm not worried about what you want. I'm worried about what he wants.
Okay, great. Last question for you, sir. I'm an 18-year-old girl, senior in high school. Senior in high school. I've got an 18-year-old boyfriend. Boyfriend gets me pregnant. Boyfriend doesn't have to take any responsibility for that pregnancy whatsoever. You're saying that young girl does not have a right to end that pregnancy in a very early stage.
The reason being.
Okay, so what?
Why is that?
Why does that young man get off scot-free and doesn't have to do anything?
I didn't say he gets off scot-free.
Yes, but he does. But that's exactly how it happens.
I didn't say that was correct.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think of men?
Wait, you stop it. See, you don't let me answer.
Yeah, you've
That's
answered
a tactic that you use. I'm not going to let you do that.
If men,
I'm not going to let you do that.
All right.
You hear me?
All right.
Say, I rebuke you by the blood of props in the name of Jesus Christ. How about that?
Okay.
I rebuke you by the blood. Now I'll answer you.
Okay.
You want me to answer that question?
I think we're done here. Can I shake your hand? Can I shake your hand?
I don't want to touch you. No.
You don't want to shake my hand?
No.
That's not very Christian of you. Okay, sir. Well, we wish you all the best. So, I just want to recap. There's school shootings because there is no prayer in school, but there's mass shootings that happens at churches that are worshiping prayer. And man can't get pregnant, but you don't care about the circumstances of a pregnancy. I got it.
You don't know what Christian is.
Okay. Good luck.
You know what I can't do is
get rid of that flag, and maybe you can help more people out.
Who made you a God to tell
Take care, okay?
what I can't say?
Take care, sir. Take care.